Imagine this. You're investing all your energy, giving everything you've got, but somehow they keep slipping away. You feel drained, wondering if pulling back could be the key. Now, what if the real secret to drawing people in isn't in doing more, but in doing less? By stepping back, staying silent, and letting the universe work its magic, you'll discover a quiet power within that's more compelling than any pursuit. Today, we're diving deep into why retreating isn't just a move, it's a strategy. So, if you're ready to transform your approach and unlock the power of silence and distance, stick with me until the end. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on mastering attraction through Stoicism. Together, we'll explore how a little less can ultimately bring you so much more. 1. Why stepping back is a Stoic power move. In our fast-paced world, there's a common belief that taking action and always pushing forward are the only ways to achieve success. We're told that the more effort we put in, the better our results will be. But what if sometimes the opposite is true? What if, instead of pushing harder, stepping back is actually the more powerful choice? For the Stoics, stepping back is not just about retreating, it's a deliberate and empowering strategy that can reveal inner strength and clarity. At the core of Stoicism is the belief that true power and influence come from within, not from external efforts or the validation of others. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize the importance of focusing on what we can control: our reactions, thoughts, and inner peace. When we step back, we aren't giving up. Rather, we're choosing to redirect our energy toward cultivating self-control, emotional resilience, and a clear perspective on life. This detachment allows us to observe situations with a sense of calm and rationality, instead of being consumed by emotions or reactive impulses. Stepping back is also a powerful move because it breaks patterns. When we constantly chase or pursue others, whether in relationships, friendships, or professional settings, we may unintentionally create a dynamic where we appear overly invested or needy. Stoicism teaches us that we are enough as we are, and our value does not depend on how much we pursue others. By pulling back, we reset this dynamic. It allows us to reclaim our space and communicate subtly yet strongly that our time and energy are valuable. People are often drawn to those who exude a sense of calm, self-assuredness, and independence, qualities that stepping back can help nurture. Additionally, stepping back offers us a chance to regain perspective. Sometimes, in the heat of a moment, our desires and needs can cloud our judgment, causing us to make impulsive decisions or chase things that may not truly align with our values. Taking a step back creates space for self-reflection, enabling us to assess whether the path we're on is genuinely fulfilling. In this way, stepping back is a tool for self-discovery and growth, allowing us to align our actions with our inner values. In relationships, stepping back allows others to experience our absence and realize our worth. It cultivates respect and sets healthy boundaries, showing others that we value our self-respect. This isn't about manipulation, it's about establishing balance. When we aren't constantly available or giving, others are naturally drawn to us, intrigued by our independence. Ultimately, stepping back isn't a sign of weakness, but of strength. It is the Stoic way of reclaiming control over our lives, focusing on our inner world and letting go of the need for external validation. This quiet, powerful move can often do more to attract positive outcomes than any direct action. 2. The silent power of letting go. Letting go is often misunderstood. Many believe it's synonymous with giving up or walking away in defeat. But letting go, especially when approached from a Stoic perspective, is a profound act of inner strength and self-mastery. It requires not only releasing expectations, but also cultivating a kind of stillness that speaks louder than words or actions. In our society, we're encouraged to relentlessly pursue, to constantly stay in control, and to secure what we desire. But sometimes, the most potent way to exert influence isn't by holding on tighter, but by loosening our grip and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you let go, you're not surrendering to loss. Instead, you're detaching from the need to control every outcome. This detachment isn't passive. It's a decision to place your trust in something larger than yourself, whether that be the flow of life, the wisdom of the universe, or simply the belief that what's meant for you will find its way to you. This type of letting go requires a quiet courage, a willingness to face the unknown without grasping for control. And it's in this act of surrender that you start to cultivate an inner calm, an almost magnetic presence. Paradoxically, when you no longer chase, the very things or people you once pursued start finding their way to you. Stoicism teaches that true power lies in focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, our responses, and our intentions. When we cling too tightly to things outside our control, we're often left feeling frustrated, exhausted, or even resentful. But when we embrace letting go, we free ourselves from that cycle of endless pursuit. This doesn't mean we stop caring or striving. Rather, it means we no longer attach our sense of worth or happiness to the outcomes we're chasing. We are free to live with purpose, detached from the anxieties that come from over-attachment. The silent power of letting go also transforms how others perceive us. When you embody calm detachment, you become a person of mystery and strength, someone who isn't easily shaken by the ups and downs of life. People sense that you're not needy or desperate. They're drawn to the stability and quiet confidence you exude. In relationships, this can be incredibly attractive. By letting go, you project a sense of self-sufficiency and resilience that others find hard to ignore. Letting go, then, is a form of power that transcends the superficial. It's a choice to place value on your inner peace over external validation, and in doing so, you naturally invite the right people, opportunities, and experiences into your life. It's not a loss, it's an awakening to a deeper strength within, a power that grows, silently but profoundly, when you trust in the process of letting go. 3. The magnetic pull of self-contentment. In a world driven by constant validation, where people chase external approval and crave recognition, self-contentment has a unique and powerful allure. This magnetic quality is rooted in the sense of fulfillment and peace that comes from within. When you reach a place of self-contentment, you emit a calm, confident energy that others naturally find irresistible. This isn't about arrogance or inflated self-esteem, but rather a quiet assurance in who you are and what you stand for. At its core, self-contentment is about finding satisfaction in your own journey, goals, and achievements without feeling the need to prove anything to anyone else. It's a state where you're no longer dependent on external factors to feel whole. People who have reached this level of inner peace are content in their solitude, comfortable in their own skin, and selective with their time and energy. When you stop seeking validation, you free yourself from the chains of societal expectations, allowing you to live authentically and unburdened by others' opinions. This authenticity radiates an invisible strength that others sense and admire, often without even realizing it. Self-contentment also fosters a sense of mystery and curiosity. When you're at ease with yourself and not constantly seeking the attention or approval of others, you become somewhat of an enigma. This sense of mystery makes people want to know more about you. They're drawn to your confidence, your peace, and your independence. In a sense, self-contentment works like a gravitational force. It pulls others in by creating an atmosphere where they feel they can be themselves around you because you are unapologetically yourself. Moreover, self-contentment is a sign of emotional maturity. When you don't need others to complete you, you approach relationships from a place of abundance, not lack. This shift changes everything. You're not looking to fill a void, but rather to share your already complete life with others. This approach creates healthier, more balanced connections, free from clinginess or desperation. Ironically, the less you seek to be understood, the more people seek to understand you. This natural confidence and assurance are some of the strongest forms of attraction. Ultimately, the magnetic pull of self-contentment lies in its rarity. Most people are caught in cycles of external validation, and encountering someone who has broken free of that loop is refreshing. They see in you a glimpse of the self-assuredness they crave, and they're drawn to it instinctively. Self-contentment is not only empowering, but transformative, pulling others towards you through the strength of your inner peace. 4. Observing their reactions from a distance. Observing someone's reactions from a distance is a powerful way to understand their true feelings and intentions without directly influencing them. When we constantly stay close, we often create a feedback loop where our own energy, behavior, and words impact the other person's responses. But by stepping back and observing from afar, we can gain insights that would otherwise be clouded by our own presence. This silent observation aligns with Stoic principles, as it encourages a mindset of calm detachment and self-awareness, while offering a valuable opportunity to understand how others genuinely feel when we're not actively trying to engage with them. Imagine this scenario. You've been constantly giving, initiating conversations, and making efforts to maintain a connection. However, the moment you pull back and give the other person space, you start to see their natural response. Do they make an effort to reach out? Do they seem to miss the interaction? Or do they carry on as if nothing has changed? Observing these subtle signs can reveal how much the other person values your presence. When someone is truly interested or emotionally invested, they will often seek ways to reconnect once they sense your distance. This gives you a clearer view of their intentions, allowing you to adjust your own approach based on what you observe rather than what you wish to see. Observing from a distance also grants you control over your own emotions. When you step back, you allow yourself to detach emotionally, avoiding the impulse to react to every little action or response. This Stoic-inspired detachment doesn't mean you're indifferent or unfeeling. Rather, it gives you the mental space to remain objective, minimizing the emotional toll that can arise from overthinking and constantly analyzing interactions. It's a way of respecting both yourself and the other person, letting things unfold naturally and not forcing any outcome. This approach becomes even more effective when practiced consistently. Instead of immediately reacting or overanalyzing, you become a quiet observer who values self-control. By doing this, you position yourself as someone who does not cling or chase, creating a sense of intrigue and mystery. People often find themselves drawn to those who exhibit self-assuredness and independence. Paradoxically, this distance can enhance attraction, as it gives the other person room to appreciate what they might lose without your presence. In summary, observing from a distance isn't about playing games or manipulating. It's a genuine strategy for better understanding and respecting both your own emotions and theirs. This practice allows you to see the situation more clearly, to make decisions based on reality rather than assumptions, and to cultivate a powerful, silent confidence that others find irresistibly attractive. Stoic. 5. Building resilience through solitude. In a world constantly buzzing with activity, the power of solitude is often overlooked. However, solitude isn't about isolation or loneliness. Rather, it's a deliberate choice to step away from external noise and find strength within oneself. By spending time alone, free from distractions and the demands of others, we allow our minds to reset, gain clarity, and understand who we truly are. This intentional solitude is essential for building resilience, a quality that empowers us to face life's challenges with a stronger and more grounded perspective. Building resilience through solitude begins with accepting that time alone is not a void to be filled, but an opportunity for growth. In moments of solitude, we gain the chance to reflect on our actions, understand our emotions, and confront our fears. This self-reflection fosters a deep inner strength, as we learn to rely less on external validation and more on our inner convictions. Over time, solitude strengthens our sense of self, creating a sturdy foundation that's unaffected by the judgments or opinions of others. This personal stability is at the heart of resilience. Furthermore, solitude allows us to process our experiences in a meaningful way. In the busyness of daily life, our minds are bombarded with information, emotions, and social interactions. Without time to decompress, stress accumulates and weakens our mental and emotional resilience. By intentionally taking time alone, we create space to release this accumulated stress, gaining clarity and insight into our lives. Solitude becomes a powerful tool for self-care, giving us the mental resilience needed to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. Practicing solitude also equips us to become comfortable with discomfort, a key aspect of resilience. When we embrace being alone, we face any insecurities or fears that arise in the quiet. Over time, we develop the ability to manage these feelings independently, rather than relying on others to fill a void. This emotional independence makes us more resilient in relationships, careers, and personal pursuits because we're no longer as vulnerable to external influences. Lastly, solitude fosters a greater connection with nature and the present moment. By disconnecting from constant social stimuli, we become more aware of our surroundings and our inner world. This mindful presence strengthens our ability to stay calm and focused in difficult situations, as we learn to appreciate the simple, grounding experience of being alone. In essence, solitude is a powerful catalyst for resilience. It teaches us to trust ourselves, manage our emotions, and find peace within. By embracing solitude, we cultivate an inner resilience that prepares us to face life's challenges with grace, strength, and a quiet confidence that endures. Stepping back, staying silent, and letting others come to you isn't about playing games. It's about claiming your worth and valuing your peace. The power of Stoicism lies in understanding that sometimes the most profound impact comes from your absence, not your presence. If you're ready to master this art of detachment and attract people naturally, subscribe to Mindful Stoicism. And remember, sometimes the strongest moves are the ones you don't make. Let your silence speak for itself and watch as others come running.